It was a case that seemed unsolvable until DNA genealogy technology solved it. The 1988 murder of Cathy Swartz in her Three Rivers apartment.
Now police are left with unanswered questions, including why, after their suspect died by suicide in a South Carolina jail. Another question they can't answer, why the original detectives did not pursue him years ago.
Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker has more.
Police today acknowledge that Robert Waters' name was on a list of possible suspects, but say he was eliminated as a suspect shortly after the homicide. Without any solid suspects in the December 1988 murder of 19-year-old Cathy Swartz, the list of possibilities was long, hundreds, if not thousands. Police had a bloody fingerprint on a phone and a bloody footprint on a tile. And one by one, they took fingerprints and footprints of those on their list and eliminated them.
Over time, thousands of footprints and fingerprints were taken with no match.
Three Rivers police today said that while Robert Waters was on that long suspect list, he was never interviewed, never asked to provide prints. And since he had never been in trouble before or after, criminal justice databases didn't have his DNA or prints on file.
The only time that Mr. Waters was listed was that he moved to Arizona in September before the murder. So I think as far as the original detectives were concerned, he moved out of the area before the crime occurred.
The victim's fiancé told Target 8 that Waters, his childhood friend, had visited their apartment where the killing happened about a month before the murder. He said he told that to police back then, though he never suspected Waters was the killer. He said Waters had moved out of state, but had returned to visit family.
I ran into him in the grocery store, I believe, and invited him over, and he came over one night. And
with his girlfriend?
Yep.
However, police today say they never read about that visit in any of the 10,000 pages in the case file. Should he have been pursued? Well, I mean, he had been in an apartment a month before. His name had been given to you by...
Well, obviously, in hindsight, they should have, but I can't criticize gentlemen who are no longer here to answer those questions for us.
Then last month, DNA genealogy tests led police to Waters' family. It had to be one of 4 brothers. Police arrested him on April 30th after taking his fingerprints and finding they matched the bloody print on the phone. Waters, who had a family and owned a plumbing company in South Carolina, died by suicide 6 days later at the Beaufort County Detention Center. Since then, police said tests have confirmed it was his DNA in that bloody fingerprint and that he had left that bloody footprint.
For a lot of the community that remember that case, it's a relief. That was one of the things that the Swartz family told us was they never knew if the killer was walking amongst them, that they might pass them in the grocery store and just not know this was the person that killed their family member. So it's a lot of relief to have that closure.
Police also said today that evidence shows that Robert Waters acted alone. In Three Rivers, Ken Kolker, News 8.